Hi, Anna. Hi, whoever is watching. This is about a 20-minute gentle sequence. So if you're starting your day, it's nice to wake your body up. If you're at the end of your day, it'll be a nice cool down, unwind. I like to preface my classes by saying you will always know your body best. So find adjustments, take variations, even if I don't explicitly offer them, know that that is always within your power. With that, let's get started in child's pose. Go ahead, bring your big toes together to touch. Send your knees wide and walk your fingertips toward the front edge of your mat. Go ahead and allow your chest to fall toward the earth. And take a moment. If it's available to you, let your forehead meet the earth. Only send your knees as wide as feels comfortable, but allow that gentle opening and that stretch through the hips. When you feel settled here, we'll move into our 3-part breathing. So inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Start by inhaling, fill your belly, your rib cage, and your chest. And exhale, release the air from your chest, your rib cage, your belly. Inhale, belly, ribs, chest. Exhale, chest, ribs, belly. Take your 3-part breath at your own pace, on your own time. Know that whatever has already happened in the day has passed, and whatever is going to happen will. So allow yourself to be fully present in this moment, right here, right now. It's a gift. Find one more round of your 3-part breath. And on your next exhalation, walk your hands to the right side of the mat. And feel a gentle stretch through the left side of your body. Inhale, return your hands back to center. And exhale, walk them to the left side. Reverse the stretch, feel it along the right side of your body. Inhale, come back to center. Tuck your toes and exhale, press up to a tabletop position. Take a moment, find your alignment. Shoulders should be aligned directly above your wrists. Knees are hip-width distance apart. Imagine there's a thread extending from the crown of your head and the very back of your tailbone, and really elongate your spine. Draw your shoulders away from your ears and breathe. Root down through the fleshy part between your thumb and index finger and feel the activation through your shoulders, your triceps. Inhale, look up, arch the spine, cow pose. Exhale, gaze toward your belly button, cat pose. Take your cat-cow at your own pace. If you hear snaps or crackles, it's okay, we're waking up the spine. Wherever you are, connect your movement to your breath. That is your foundation. And return to center, find your alignment. Take one more deep breath in, tuck your toes. Exhale, lift your knees to a hover just several inches above your mat for bear pose. This is a wonderful way to begin to activate the core, to feel that mindful strengthening through your abdominal muscles. Our core supports us, our hip health, our spine health. So it's important to engage it, know that it's there. Take one more deep breath in. Exhale, slowly press up to downward facing dog. Lift your hips, extend your knees. And take a moment, this might be your first downward facing dog of the day, so feel free to walk your dog, bend your knees. Go ahead and roll your ankles to the outside and to the inside. And if you need, feel free to keep a gentle bend through the knees to support your back. If it's available to you, you can extend them all the way. Wherever you are, you'll feel a stretch through the backs of your legs, through your hamstrings and your calves. Find stillness and take a few deep breaths. Imagine your elbows can face the back of the room, and use this image to externally rotate your shoulders and avoid hyperextension through the arms. Take a deep breath in as you look forward. Exhale, take about 4 steps, walk your feet to your hands at the top of your mat. Go ahead and bring your feet to the edges of your mat. Bend your knees and we'll take a gentle ragdoll. Option to grab opposite elbows with opposite hands. Maybe you sway side to side. Or rock back and forth. Let it go. Let your head and your neck be heavy. Maybe you shake your head no. Nod your head yes. And return your palms to the mat. Heel toe your feet together to touch. And slowly bend your knees. We'll roll up to standing, 1 vertebrae at a time. Take a moment. Close your eyes. Remind yourself what brought you to your mat today in the first place, why you're here, why you've dedicated this moment in time to engage your body, your mind, and your spirit. And let this fuel your practice today as we flow. Go ahead and open your eyes, take a deep breath in, exhale, reach up, mountain pose. Draw your inner thighs together to protect your lower back, your lumbar spine, and rotate your pinkies in to externally rotate your shoulders. Draw your belly button in toward your spine, activate your core, deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, gentle cactus arm back bend. Keep squeezing your knees together and send your gaze back behind you. Feel that stretch through the front of your body and that arch through the spine. Inhale, look up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Good, take a moment here. Maybe you walk out your knees. And find stillness. Inhale, halfway lift. Option to leave your fingertips on the mat or bring your palms to your shins or to your thighs. And exhale, forward fold. From here, step back into high plank position
and we'll take our Chaturanga Dandasana. Option always to take Chaturanga from your knees. I'll cue it from a high plank. We lower down and rise to upward facing dog. Take a moment here. And dip your right hip down, look over your left shoulder, feel that stretch through the right side of your body. And switch, gaze over your right shoulder, dip your left hip. And back to center, look up. Exhale, downward facing dog, press up. Beautiful, we'll do that one more time, connecting breath to movement. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, walk to the top of your mat, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, mountain pose, stand, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward. Exhale, downward. Deep breath in. Exhale, reset. Inhale, lift your right leg high to three-legged dog. Exhale, knee comes in toward your nose. Engage the abdominals. Inhale, right leg high. Exhale, step through to a low lunge. Land lightly, land softly. From here, option to lower your back knee to the mat or keep it raised and come into a crescent lunge. So you'll either be in a low crescent lunge or a high crescent lunge. And breathe. Feel the stretch through the psoas, the engagement through your front quad. Take a deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, come down to the mat, half split. Extend your front knee and hinge from your hips to fold your torso over your extended front leg. Once again, maybe you're here. You can also be here. Feel the stretching, the lengthening through your hamstring. Inhale, return to your low lunge. And this time, if it isn't already lowered, lower your back knee to the mat. Go ahead and walk your right foot to the right edge of your mat. And if it's available to you, you can lower onto your elbows. Maybe you stay here, but we'll find our lizard pose. This is another deep hip opening stretch. So only be wherever is accessible to you today. If you'd like to go a little deeper, maybe you roll onto the right edge of your foot. And in your mind's eye, visualize sending oxygen to that space in your hips. If you've lowered onto your elbows, return to your palms. And go ahead, take your right hand back and reach for your left foot. A gentle quad stretch here, as well as a gentle twist through the upper back, through the spine. This is our galaxy pose. With control, release your left foot back to the mat. Bring your right hand forward, tuck your toes, and swing that right leg back to a high plank pose. Deep breath in, exhale, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. and downward facing dog. Take a moment here, notice the difference in the two sides of your body. And we'll move to the other side. Inhale, lift your left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step through low lunge. Again, option to come to low lunge with your back knee to the mat or remain lifted. Feel the stretch through the opposite psoas. Continue to send energy through your fingertips. Maintain that activation through the upper body. One more deep breath in, reach up. Exhale, return to the mat for half split pose. Hinge from your hips. Fold your torso over that extended front leg. If you need to keep a gentle bend in this front leg to keep a straight spine, please do. And wherever you are, make sure you're breathing. Go ahead, rebend that knee. And if you haven't already done so, lower the back knee to the mat. From here, we'll find lizard pose. Walk that left leg to the left edge of your mat and find your variation. Maybe you lower to your forearms. Maybe you roll to the outer edge of that left foot. And again, imagine you can deliver oxygen specifically to that place in your hips. If you've lowered onto your forearms, come back up to your palms. And we'll take galaxy pose. Reach your left hand back. Grab your right foot. Feel that gentle quad stretch here. And slowly, with control, return your right foot to the mat. Reach your left hand forward. Tuck your back toes, swing that left leg back, high plank, and chaturanga. Inhale upward, exhale downward. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step forward and come to a seated position on your mat. Before we end, let's find our boat pose just for a moment for a final engagement of the core. Go ahead and lift your feet above the mat. Maybe your knees stay bent at a 90-degree angle. If you'd like, you can extend your legs, extend your arms. Keep your hands here. Find whatever works. And breathe. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, slowly lower all the way onto your back. From here, we'll take our lying down figure 4. So bend your left knee, keep your left foot on the mat. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. And go ahead and grab underneath your left knee. You should feel a stretch through your right glute muscle. It should feel relaxing. You can sway a little bit
Massage your lower spine, whatever feels good. And let's switch. This time left ankle crosses over right knee. Take your hands behind your right knee and breathe. Go ahead and return both feet to the mat. And bring your feet about hip-width distance apart. Draw your knees in so your fingertips can graze the backs of your heels. And from here, we'll take a gentle bridge pose. Begin by lifting your tailbone away from the mat. And then peel your spine slowly up and away from the earth. Maybe you stay here. If you'd like, you can clasp your fingers underneath your back and raise onto your shoulder blades. Imagine there are magnets on your inner thighs, bringing them together to avoid your knees falling out and away from each other. Keep them parallel. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slowly begin to return your back to the earth, one vertebrae at a time. Beautiful. Before we find Shavasana, let's take a gentle happy baby pose. You can grab the insides of your feet, your calves, behind your knees, wherever is accessible to you. Might feel good to massage the spine and sway. Maybe you find stillness. Wonderful. Go ahead and draw your knees into your chest. Wrap your arms around your legs and bring your forehead up to meet your knees. Take a tight ball pose for 3, 2, 1, and release. Let everything go into our final resting pose, Shavasana. For the sake of time, we'll pretend that several minutes have passed. To come out of Shavasana, begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes. Maybe you rotate your wrists and your ankles. And when you feel ready, go ahead and roll onto one side. And slowly press yourself back up to a seated position. Find a cross-legged seat. If you'd like, you can draw your hands together at heart center. And take a moment before you continue with whatever comes next in your day to acknowledge the work you've put in, the time you've taken to better yourself, mind, body, and spirit. Thank you for being here. Thank you for sharing your time and your energy, and have a wonderful rest of your day.